Shalom, shalom. I am making this video at the request of Sharon from Queens. I met Sharon this past week at a conference in Pennsylvania, Messiah Conference. Lots of great music, always dancing. You guys know, y'all know, I am all about dancing. Wonderful teaching about our Lord and Savior, Yeshua HaMashiach. Anyway, let's get started. Sharon, she was my dorm buddy, and we just happened to meet in the bathroom while I'm brushing my teeth, of all places. And so she saw I had this little compact contact lens case, and I had it filled up with my toothpaste. And she asked me, "What have you got there?" And so when I told her, she said, "Hey, can you send me the recipe?" Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to not only give her the recipe, but just show y'all how I do this. I have been using homemade toothpaste for I can't even count how many years, probably close to 10. And I am faithful about going to the dentist every 6 months. You know what? I've never told him I'm using homemade toothpaste, but I do ask him, "Hey, how's my teeth going? How do they look?" And he always said, "Everything looks great." So here we go. This right here is a jar that I've had, and it's just something I think I got this jar at IKEA. I just kind of liked it, and it's got the remnants of what I made, but it's almost empty. So let's just fill this up. And here I've got my ingredients over here on the side. Costco, my favorite place. Organic virgin coconut oil from Kirkland, which is Costco brand. Baking soda, just put it in my own little spice container that I probably got at Costco, and it was empty. I really like recycling, so I like this, just like this container. Yep, oh, I forgot a spoon, but I think we can do this without the spoon. Okay, shaker, pour. It's dark. It's because I put active charcoal in it. Can y'all see that? Charcoal activated. So these are in little capsules, and I don't know how many I'll use. Let's just try 2 or 3. Y'all probably seen that toothpaste that's got charcoal in it. Well, I got the charcoal. And then down here I have the essential oils. Let me tell you, my medicine cabinet is, I really don't have a medicine cabinet, but I do have essential oils cabinet. So in this case, we're doing flavored ones. So we got a flavor, and we got a smell, and I don't have the peppermint here, but peppermint is a staple. If you're not into essential oils, I'd say the first one you want to get is peppermint. But I just pulled out from my cabinet what I may or may not use for this one. We'll decide in a little bit. Spearmint, citrus fresh, which I'm not sure what citrus is in here. I'm sure orange, lemon, lime, maybe something else. We've got cinnamon bark. Who doesn't like cinnamon flavored toothpaste? I was thinking maybe I would use ginger this time, and I've got cardamom. And each of those have not only flavoring and aroma, but there are medicinal properties to these essential oils. So let's get started. This is what I do. Okay, so we'll get this big tub of coconut oil, and my apartment is kind of warm, so oops, got a glare there, but it's kind of liquefied. So I'm just going to pour in here well, let me do it this way. I'll pour in here the liquid that's already melted. Yeah, I'm in Texas. It is hot. Actually, my apartment feels kind of comfortable. I have it set on 72, but I doubt it's 72. I'm actually have this sitting next to my patio window, so that's probably why. And I meant to put a cover down. How do y'all like my cloth? This is actually a wall hanging that I got at Messiah Conference, and I just love it. For those of you who know me, you know I am a seamstress, and I do lots of textile art, and I love this piece by this artist. And the lady that was selling it said that, let's see, it says Jean Weissman, and I guess this is what she named the piece, Microcosm. But the vendor that was selling said that Jean had actually passed away. But I just loved it. I love the turquoise colors. I love all the variety of colors. And if you can't see, it's got this stitching that's just kind of, you know, abstract, free hand. Well, not hand, but maybe she did it by hand. Maybe she did it by machine. And then little other freehand or free sewn on here around these little shapes. I just loved it, and I thought she's got a little place that's hung here, and got part of a yardstick, broken yardstick right there, and some fishing lines to hang it. But I just thought it would be a really pretty backdrop for my video here. And then I dribbled coconut oil on it. That's okay, it washes up. Okay, let me put and then I've got this little spatula. I think I'll just go ahead and start out with this amount of coconut oil. Actually, a little bit more. I would probably mix this in a bowl first, because if I fill it all the way up, it's going to be hard to mix it. But let me get the rest of this drippy stuff out. Here we go, slop in here. But I didn't get it on my pretty wall hanging. Okay, so there we go. You saw that. I didn't measure. I just poured it in there. So, okay, I'm done with the coconut oil, and I'm going to get the baking soda. And again, I'm not measuring, I'm dumping. See, writing out a recipe, yeah, I was trying to think about how could I write out a recipe, and I honestly can't tell you the proportions. So, Sharon, just dump. So we're going to dump and stir. And even the consistency is your preference. I found a chopstick. I painted this, actually dyed this with my fabric paints, because I wanted to use this in my hair. I know y'all can't see me from the video, but I have long hair. Finally grew it out after COVID, or well, during COVID. It was pretty long and I was bored, and I chopped it short to the nape of my neck. Now this is, it's still really runny. It's not even the consistency of toothpaste. I might have put a lot, maybe too much in oil in there. We'll see. baking soda just getting clumpy, so. I'm just dumping. Dumping, stirring till I get it like I want it. And yeah, it would have been easier in a bowl and then transferred, but or not putting so much oil in there. It's kind of like a science experiment. Well, sort of. It's kind of like that with dyeing, fabric dyeing. There's a bunch of chemicals that mix together, mix with the color, mix chemicals to set the color. It's a process. Okay, it's getting thicker. And you could use it like this if you wanted to. It'll be maybe a little bit oily, but coconut oil, as I'm told, the medicinal properties of it is antibacterial. So, do we want bacteria in our mouth? Of course not. So the coconut oil helps with that. Okay, I'm going to use this because it is having some clumps. So, yeah, I can't really even remember when I made this other little pot and how long I've had it, but it really does last a long time. At least I've had more than 6 months I've had it. It's just easier for me to make a bunch at a time. You can make a smaller amount if you want and just use a little container. So I use a little contact lens case, you know, the ones that have the little circles, and make sure, well, I use that for traveling, and it'll last me. I went on a 3-week trip and it was plenty. I remember watching another video where someone was saying they actually read the directions on the toothpaste container, and it says to use a pea size. But if you look at the picture and their marketing things, that is no pea size. They tend to put it like the whole head of the toothbrush, which probably 4 times that amount, at least. Okay, so I would say this is a good consistency for me. It has lots of lumps in it, and I might just use this bamboo, or whatever wood it is, a chopstick. Whether it's bamboo or not, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Just saying a bowl would have worked better, because then I could mash up the pieces that are kind of clumping together. But for right now, I'm not going to. Okay, so then, these things should just come apart. Oops, see, I'm seeing the black on my hand. Watch me make a mess with these. Okay, it loosened up. Active charcoal. There we go. Okay, let's do this one. Yikes. Okay, It's not coming off easy. What am I doing wrong? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Grab it. Kind of twist it. Okay, there we go. And let's see. Charcoal. I need to do more research on the benefits of the charcoal. But I believe it also absorbs toxins and makes your teeth whiter, which so does the baking soda, whitens your teeth. It is a little bit abrasive, but that's balanced out with the coconut oil. So again, just you can use as much or as little as you want. You just mix it in. And then, okay, there's still some lumps, but that's okay. I might just take it all out of this container and remix it, just because, well, I can. And a little rubber gasket. And I've got another container here that, since I got the coconut oil out, I'm going to fill it up, but I'm not going to do that on the video. You know, that's a big old container right there, and I keep that kind of in the store, back of the pantry for storage, and fill up the littler containers. I love coconut oil for a lot of stuff. You can make a bullet coffee and you can use it instead of creamer if you're trying to avoid dairy. I use it for skin moisturizer. I put it on my face, I put it on my hands, I put it on my lips. You can use it to remove makeup, which I don't wear a whole lot, but it does remove mascara really well when I do use it, and it just moisturizes. You can eat it, or you can put it topically, especially the organic virgin cold press ultra refined, or I'm sorry, unrefined, not ultra refined, USDA organic. So love this stuff. Use it instead of back in the day, buy a can of Crisco. Oh my goodness, that stuff is horrible for us, and this can be replaced. Make those delicious butter cookies with coconut oil, or butter's still good. I still use butter, but yeah, no, forget the Crisco. Butter, coconut oil. Okay, that's another freebie for you. Let's get back to our toothpaste recipe. So you know what? I really think I'm going to use ginger. I've gotten on a ginger kick. It's just kind of spicy. We'll see. I might regret this. Yeah, I might ought to get another bowl and make some cinnamon and some ginger. What do you think? Maybe I'll make two different flavors and put it in two separate containers. Okay, let's see. How about this? There's that for the video. I got this on Amazon. One sec, I'm getting me a bowl. Okay, so I just got to show off this bowl anyway. It has a few dings, but you know what? Let's see if you can see on the video. Oh. It says BJC 2012, if you can see that. BJC was my mama, and she was a potter, and she had made a whole nesting of these bowls. I've got 3, that fit inside each other. And I've got all kinds of her pieces when she passed away. She did all kinds of creative stuff. I just love this. And so anyway, we're going to use this bowl. And I am going to dump some of this out. And then I'll just find another container to put the other ones in after I mix this up. And let's see. Here we go. Yep. So let's see. I think that it's kind of dark, isn't it? I should have fixed the lighting better. So you see where I'm going with this. And I made this for another group one time, and I was a little surprised. The woman says, that doesn't taste very good. And I think I probably used peppermint. And I'm thinking, use a different flavor. You can use no flavor, but you're not really eating it. Anyway, it's like I don't eat my toothpaste. And I have seen that on these recipes, other people that have made them, yikes. They've said not to spit it down your sink, but it was actually a homesteader that was off-grid, had no plumbing and no electric, but boy, did they live nicely. They had it down. Okay, I put 2 drops. This stuff is super concentrated, so you really don't have to use a lot. Now I'm able to kind of mash out these clumping pieces. So I'm going to stick my finger in here in a bit and taste it. You know what? I live by myself, and I can do that because I'm the only one using it. I've seen other people make videos, cooking videos, and they're all upset because she didn't wear gloves or blah, blah, blah. She's cooking it for herself. Why does she need to wear gloves? I do not wear gloves when I cook. Yeah, no, I just don't. So some people want to do that. Some people want to use gloves. Go for it. I'm not. Okay. Look what I did. I was wondering, that's not a clump. That's that gelatin capsule. Okay. And see, it's all liquefied now just because it's warm. Coconut oil it solidifies. I'm not sure what temperature it melts, but it does solidify. So if I put this in the refrigerator, it would firm up. And then I want to leave it out. So, okay. Let's see. Let's try this ginger. I really, I've gotten on a kick with cooking with ginger. Making some, I cooked for a group of friends of mine and was going to use fresh ginger to make some ginger sauce for some stir-fried chicken. Yeah, I do like that. And you can also mix. It's really your preference. So those of you who are into EO, essential oils, you know all about this. Give me your comments on what kind of essential oils you like to use. And if you're not into essential oils, this is just one recipe using them. One that I've been using for a long time. And as I told you, my dentist is none the wiser. Don't want to listen. Well, maybe I should tell him. I'm not into the marketing of products when you can make it yourself for a lot cheaper and you know the exact ingredients that are in it. Y'all be blessed. Shalom, shalom.